Wakanda forever. Yep, that's right. I got BP today in a Beanie Baby form. And Black Panther is saying Wakanda forever. That is what he's saying right now. All right, BP, back on the shelf you go. Because I got a show to do, so hold on just 1 second. I got to put BP back on the shelf. And door closed. All right, 3, 2, 1. It is showtime. Okay. And, hold on just 1 second. Let me fix the camera. All right, everyone. It is showtime. Welcome to Late Night Snacks. Can you believe we're almost at show number 20 already? So, how was everyone's weekend? Mine was good. So yesterday I went to church, but Saturday I didn't do much. So, yeah, I didn't do much tonight. So, just devastated about the passing of the original actress who played Wednesday Addams. And don't forget, this Wednesday, I am going to be doing a Wednesday for Wednesday. So, I forgot the actress's name, but I have to look it up later, so. And you know, Wednesday is going to be, where I'm going to be talking about the 50th anniversary of Schoolhouse Rock. As you know, I used to watch Schoolhouse Rock when I was younger, so. What a long week it's been, but. Oh, can't believe I got BP today. So, yeah, those are just footsteps. So, how was everyone's weekend? Mine was good, so. Yeah, well, so, as you may know, I got an itchy arm. So, still sad about missing my mom and my dad. Miss living at my old house, but we're working on that. So, okay, one of the main topics we're going to be talking about tonight is what happened at the Royal Rumble on Saturday. So, and I want to tell you, it's been a good Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. Because you know, and boy, I want to tell you that my prediction for Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble came true. Did you know that? So there you go. Cody Rhodes made his return since the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view when he faced off against Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match when he bruised up his ribs. As you may know, my prediction for Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble came true. Bada bing! Haha, I knew it. Because you know, sometimes when I predict something, it always usually comes true. Like, for example, when Smash Ultimate, when I was playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, when DLC came out, and I predicted Banjo-Kazooie, guess what? My prediction as being DLC, and guess what? My prediction for Banjo and Kazooie being Smash Ultimate DLC came true back then. Did you know that? So, and you know, sometimes when I predict something, usually they come true. Well, sometimes. Like, for example, when last year, almost 2 years ago, I mean the 2021 World Series, not last year's World Series, which was won by the Astros when they beat the Phillies. I mean the World Series last year, 2021 between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. I predicted the Atlanta Braves will win, but guess what? They came true. That the Atlanta Braves won the World Series. Okay, back to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. As you may know, Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match this year. And they had surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble match, in the men's Royal Rumble match. Like, for example, they had the return of Logan Paul, who was the last man to be eliminated in the Royal Rumble match, where he was eliminated by the match winner Cody Rhodes, who made his return since the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view against Seth Rollins, I think last summer, when he really bruised up his ribs and then made a return. So, and they had also, and you know, Edge returned at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Despite that, I heard that he is retiring this time permanently from WWE in-ring competition, I think later this year. And also, Booker T returned to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And I was like, holy shit. Because, you know, Booker T hasn't been wrestling in several years. I think the last time Booker T competed in a WWE match was, I think, 2014, when he entered the Royal Rumble in that year, which was won by Batista, who made a return that year and later turned heel after his return. So, and since 2011, I think that was the fourth time Booker T has entered the Royal Rumble since his WWE return back in 2011, which was 12 years ago. And that was when they had the 40-man Royal Rumble match, and that was also when they had the returns of Booker T and Kevin Nash, when he went under his Diesel persona, when that was during the mid-90s era, back when they had the dark age of WWE, after when Hogan left the company for WCW, after when he lost the championship to Yokozuna in the 1993 King of the Ring pay-per-view. So, yeah, WWE did kind of go downhill back then, after when before Hogan left and after Hogan left, so, and then he jumped ship to WCW, but the mid-90s, up until Hogan forming the NWO, and also the rise of Stone. You know something, the mid-90s, for both WWE and WCW, up until the NWO was formed and the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the mid-90s was like the dark age of wrestling. So, because you know, the 80s was like the golden age of, 80s up until the early 90s was like the golden age of wrestling. So, and also the mid-90s up until the NWO, the formation of the NWO and the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, that was like the dark age of professional wrestling. But, you know, that was back when I was a little kid, when I was like too young to watch wrestling. So, that was, the mid-90s was like the dark age of wrestling. So, back when they had, up until in WCW, when they had the formation of the New World Order with Hulk Hogan becoming Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. And in WWE, back when it was known as WWF, they had the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin. After when he won the 1996 King of the Ring tournament, when he beat Jake the Snake Roberts and had that interview with Michael P.S. Hayes. And you know, Michael P.S. Hayes was also not only a professional wrestler, but he was also a backstage announcer. And you know, later on, he became a manager of the Hardy Boys during the Hardy Boys' early years of their, when they were a tag team in WWE. So, and you know, that was when wrestling became better, after when the NWO was formed, and also when they had the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, and back to the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes won the men's Royal Rumble match, and as for the women's Royal Rumble match, it was won by Judgment Day's Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley won the women's Royal Rumble match, and Cody Rhodes won the men's Royal Rumble match. So, and as you may know, and also, we had a shocking turn of events in the WWE Championship match between Kevin Owens, the challenger, and Roman Reigns, the champion. And after the match, Jey Uso and either Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn turned on the bloodline. So that's shocking because that means the bloodline is starting to fall apart. Just like any heel faction that falls apart. Just like the Four Horsemen, just like DX, just like Evolution, and even just like the NWO. So, and that was, I mean, when Jey Uso and Sami Zayn both turned on the bloodline. So does this mean that since Sami Zayn walked out on the bloodline and turned on the bloodline, does this mean he will start teaming up with Kevin Owens once again? Because you know Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are friends. Well, they were on and off friends in WWE. So that I think that might mean that Sami Zayn might be starting to team up with Kevin Owens once again. So that could, since Zayn and Jey Uso turned on the bloodline, that could spill that it might be the end of the bloodline. Just like DX breaking up, just like the Four Horsemen breaking up, just like Evolution breaking up, and even just like the NWO, both the Hollywood and Wolfpack broke up. So, just like that. And I was also watching Monday Night Raw earlier, and they had the main event between Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Cody Rhodes. So, it was an exciting Raw tonight. So, yeah, I was trying to let it out. Oh, that's better. Sorry about that. Sorry about that again. So, and also just today, okay, we're going to switch gears now. So, as you may know, hold on one second. Black Panther is once again saying, Wakanda forever. So, yeah, there's Black Panther. I got him just today when I went to Quick Check in Beanie Baby form. And he's saying, Wakanda forever. So, that's right. And even, you know, I've been in a mess lately. And I quote Black Panther, why can't I get out of Wakanda and get out of this mess? So, yeah, I'm going to put Black Panther down, okay? Because, you know, I got Black Panther just today. So, he looks cool, doesn't he? And also, just yesterday, I did a live video, a non-Late Night Snacks live video, and I got a new handheld gaming system. It's like an old TV, like from the 70s and 80s, and you get to play your own games on it, and it even comes with a controller that is almost like an NES controller, but except unlike the the original NES controller, it has 4 buttons. Because you know the NES controller had 2 buttons. That controller that I got for that little gaming system has 4. And I guess where I got it? From China. Did you know that? So, and, but guess what? I'm livid right now because of all the games that I checked out, the one game they don't have is The Legend of Zelda. And I'm kind of out. I'm kind of livid because, you know, The Legend of Zelda, I mean, it has NES games, but of all NES games, it does not fucking have The Legend of Zelda. Because, you know, The Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite video games of all time, especially on the NES, or actually, of not only on the NES, but all time. But of all games, it does not have The Legend of fucking Zelda. That's right. It does not fucking have The Legend of fucking Zelda. But I might have to look harder because I think it might have Zelda 1 on there. Because, you know, The Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite games on the NES platform. I've beaten the first quest so many times. And, you know, the second quest in The Legend of Zelda is a lot more brutal than the first quest was. And, you know, the controller I have, hold on one second. And, you know, this is a wireless controller. You have to put 2 AAA batteries in here. And it's like an NES controller. And it comes with 4 buttons on it when you play the games. So, and I think ABXY. And it's almost like the 4 buttons you see on a Super Nintendo controller, but except this is an NES controller. Did you know that? I'm going to put the controller down, okay? Gently. There we go. As you know, that thing that I got for is like a little TV, but it's like a little gaming system, like a Game Boy or a DS or a PSP. So, and you know I'm a gamer. I have been since I was really, really little. So, I was yeah, well, I got it. My mom's friend got it for me on Amazon, and it came all the way from China. Did you know that? And it even has NES games on it. And I even get to play Balloon Fight on it, because you know Balloon Fight is one of my favorite NES games of all time. But they even modified it to add Mario's sprite in it. You know, from Super Mario Brothers. So they call it Balloon Mario. But of all games that included in that little system, guess what? I could not fucking find The Legend of Zelda on it. Because you know The Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite games to play on the NES. Did you know that? I've even beat the first Legend of Zelda so many times that I'm just too damn fucking good at it. Did you all know that? Because I have to look even harder to see if I can find The Legend of Zelda on it. So, oh man, I gotta take a chill pill. I gotta cut back on the caffeine because it's not healthy for me. It's making me aggressive because, you know, I'm full of energy tonight because it's great to be back after a long weekend. Because, you know, even though I'm so happy about Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble match this year, I am so beyond happy about Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble. So, and you know, and that's when the road to WrestleMania officially begins. So, I can't believe we're almost at episode 20 already. And guess what? Can you all believe it? Tomorrow is the last day of January 2021. Can you all fucking believe it? And yo, February is a quick month because it only has 28 days in it. 29 on a leap year, because you know the leap year is not until 2024, which ironically is next year. Did you all know that? So, yeah, next year is a leap year. And the last time we had a leap year, that was the year of the pandemic. That's right. The last time we had the leap year was in 2020, which was without a doubt the year of the pandemic. Back when people were all kept inside of their homes. It sucked. It fucking sucked. Sorry about that. I just can't stop fucking yawning. So, I'm in a good mood tonight because, you know, yesterday I got my package. So, and you know, and another thing I got to work on is my, you know, I've been going through a lot lately. I miss my mom. So I got to just try to improve my behavior a little bit because, you know, since my mom passed away, it has not been great. So, and my behavior is something that I'm not very proud of. Because, you know, my mom, because, you know, I want to try and improve things because even though I don't, I gotta go shower after I'm done with this broadcast. But I might have to eat something first because I'm getting hungry. I'm starving my ass off, though. Oh, man. Hell, we just kicked off another week of late night snacks. I can't believe tomorrow is not only the last day of January, but also I'm doing show number 20 tomorrow. Can you all believe it? Oh, man. As you know, and you never know, when I get to show number 25, that means I'm halfway to show number 50. Even though I don't know when that's going to be, so I can't stop yawning. Oh, man. So I know I'm getting worn out because I'm doing my show and I got to have something to eat before I go to bed. Maybe take a shower before I go to bed. So, oh, man. Oh, fucking man. When will it end? I don't know. So, I just got an itchy foot, so itch. Scratch it. I'm just fawning around. Hey? So, hell, and also the Eagles and the Chiefs are in Super Bowl 57 this year. So, and it's in 2 weeks. And that's when football season comes to an end, and that's when we get ready for the season of the next sport, baseball. So, can't believe it. Football season's almost coming to an end, and February is when football season comes to an end after the Super Bowl, and then we get to baseball season, and that's when we get ready for baseball season because pretty soon they're gonna start spring training soon, and also spring training will start soon. So I hope the Yankees try to do better this year, and I hope they finally make it to the World Series later this year, because they were screwed badly during the ALCS last year, because they were swept by the Houston Astros, and to make matters worse, the Astros won the World Series, and I'm furious. I have no comments for the Houston Astros, none. So because I wanted to root for the Phillies in the World Series last year, but guess what? The Astros won the World Series. So fuck the Houston Astros. And as a New York Yankees fan, I am livid that the Astros swept the Yankees in the ALCS and won the World Series. So I know the fact that the Houston Astros are just cheaters. Even when they have a new manager, which they've been having for a couple of years, I still think they are cheating. I still think that the Houston Astros are still cheating. Without a doubt, they are cheaters. They are cheater, pumpkin eaters. They are cheaters, pumpkin eaters. That's what the Houston Astros are. So, football season is coming to an end after Super Bowl 57, and then we have baseball season coming up soon. So, let's go Yankees, fuck the Astros, and fuck the Red Sox. So, and I'm just so but let's switch gears from football and baseball to wrestling, because I am so happy that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match on Saturday. The Royal Rumble and also WrestleMania is what I'm looking forward to more than the World Series back in last fall. So that was something that WrestleMania is something that I'm looking forward to more, other than the World Series last year, because they're going to have Roman Reigns challenging Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And I have a feeling that Cody Rhodes will finally end Roman Reigns' reign as champion. Because Roman Reigns has been champion for 2.5 years. And he hasn't been pinned since TLC 2019. That was the last time Roman Reigns was pinned. That was the match. 2019 was the last time Roman Reigns lost by pinfall. All right? So, and he hasn't been pinned ever since. Shocking. And that was back before he turned heel and formed the bloodline with Paul Heyman and Jimmy Uso. So let me see how much time I have left, because I'm getting hungry, because I don't want to go to bed on an empty stomach. We're going to have to call it quits, because I'm getting hungry. It's almost bedtime. I got to shower, so can't believe it. We'll see you all tomorrow for not only show number 20, but also for the last day of January 2023. So have a good night, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow night for show 20. And one more thing. Black Panther is saying good night and Wakanda forever. There we go. Good night, everyone.